Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Tracy Gohrick Light, Hope and Healing. I'm Tracy Gohrick. I'm a healing coach, energy healer, spiritual mentor. So glad you're here with me. Today's topic is one so close to home right now, especially for me. It is your children and how it affects you when they hurt. So I've been doing a lot of work. I've been doing this for over 10 years right now, being a healer. And before that, I was a healer in a different way, but then I took on the healing. I just was drawn to do the healings. But I've been working on myself for a long, long time, since pretty much when I was 18 years old and I was having panic attacks, right? So I've really worked on myself. I've worked on not letting things affect me, people being angry at me, people just saying negative things to me or taking things personally that maybe they don't even mean. Because we all do that. We take things personally from our past experiences. So I've really worked on all of that to get away from it, right? I'm going to get my crystals. So I've really worked on all of that, where I've overcome anything, not totally overcome, but I can get over it pretty easily. Things that come at me. But where I've come into an issue now and to work through and like really try to understand it and how to handle it is when it comes to my children and they're unjustly hurt or they're unjustly judged or they're unjustly criticized or even maybe justly, but most of the time the one I'm dealing with right now is not just. And watching them being misunderstood, like I said, I can handle it for myself because it's like I know. But when you watch your kids and you watch and you can feel the pain that they're going through, it throws me for a loop on days. Now, I'm slowly getting there, but this is like the last one or the last thing that's more difficult for me still. Like I said, I'm not perfect in any others, but I'm able to overcome them, right? So this is the last one that I'm working on, that it gets easier. I'm trying to make it easier. And it's the children. It's watching them get hurt and watching them be hurt and watching them hurt. And it throws me for a loop. It does. It does a lot. And so I wanted to talk about that because what we need to do, and how do you do it? Because, these children are born through us. Innately, we are, or biologically, we're made to like want to take care of them, want to fix things, want to help them, right? Well, my youngest now is 18, and that's way past where I can do that anyway. But it's still, even when they're younger, it's not like you can't take away the pain always. They're not with you all the time. So what do you do with that? How do you handle that? Because if you're taking on theirs just like it was yours, it's going to start to affect you, drain you, and could make you sick if you get drained enough or you have a bunch of other stuff going on in your life. And the point is, we're trying to be at peace because that's when we can help ourselves. The more at peace we are, the better able we are to handle things and to handle illnesses. And it will get rid of the pain and illness if we can keep ourselves in a peaceful state. So all the things that I talk about are getting you back to that, learning to release the things that are holding you back from having the peace in your life. I have people ask me all the time, and I do the, channeled messages for them. The majority of those messages, if it's a question on what is going on with them, physically with their illness, they're out of peace. They're out of the alignment that they are meant to be in. And the simple word is peace. If you're in peace, that's what you have. Okay, so if you're feeling yourself out of peace, then you're not in alignment and your body's going a little wacko. And the more you pay attention to that, the quicker you'll be able to see it. And when you pay attention, the quicker you're able to see it, you can bring yourself back. So when you start doing that, you're going to see when things happen with your children, how it is affecting you inside of your body. So what do you do with that, right? Because that's the tough question. Like I said, biologically, we are made to want to care, help, or fix everything so our children have it easy. But that's not always the answer, is it? Because we can't, first of all. We don't have that much control, and we're not supposed to. Every soul coming into this life has their own plan to go through and experience things. And I was joking with my husband. I was like, yeah, I think our boys, I think we asked them to do a few things so we could overcome this. And I mean, we laugh about it, but it's true. Maybe they're coming in to experience these things so we can learn one more thing that we have to overcome. Because like I said, when you get to the point where you can learn to not take it personally from others and you can get over that, that's awesome. But that's easy compared to when you have to do it with your children, right? And so that's where we're at. And I joked, I said, well, that's something we've asked them to do, and it could be. Now, most likely they wanted to experience it or needed to experience it or whatever. They decided to experience it. And so we wanted it too. And think about if we can get to peace and not just take it on. It's one thing like to help them. You can feel bad for them, but to take it on, that's the thing we can't do because it affects us. And we can't change it for them. We can't take it away from them because it's their life. It's their soul and it's their soul's journey. And the thing is, what you have to remember, if you do try to fix it and change it or take it away, you're affecting their soul journey. And you don't want to do that because they came in to experience it. Okay? But be there for them. The thing is learning to keep it separate and not take it on personally to where to fix you physically. And I know that's hard. That's where I'm at right now. It's learning to separate. It's a tough one. But someday, when we're not on earth, we'll understand what it's all about. And maybe when we're still here, we will understand. But it's a tough concept to know because when you look at bad things happen all the time to people. But you have to come with a way to reason through it and talk yourself through it. This is what I do. It's constant talk. Like, okay, it's okay. I can't take this on. That's their stuff, whatever. Now it's the same thing with your children. Understand that's something that they came to experience or help others experience. And that's just one thing I've done to help myself be able to overcome and understand and help them through and myself without taking it on and making myself sick, because I've literally made myself sick. It throws me back into some anxiety, kind of the panic starts to set in a little bit. I'm able to catch it. But the children, I feel like it's the last big thing for me to overcome. And that doesn't mean I'm done when I say this, but this is just something that's a hang up for me right now. I am doing much better with it, but I still go there and I still get angry for them. I get hurt. And like I said, I can feel it in my body and I know it's not good. And when you really think about it, it's like, okay, so think about it. What can you do? You can't change it. You can't take it on because it doesn't help them to take it on. You know, as a parent with my other two, sometimes I would try to take it on. Sometimes I'd try to go fix it for them. But when I did that, it made it worse for them. It made it worse. So it's better to just be there for them when they want to talk about it, care for them, but not take it all personally. And the one thing I do is I send gold light to the child, mine, and then the others that are hurting him. That's the one thing we have power over, is just send the gold light like we do in these healing meditations that I do. That's the one power you have, because you're not interfering, you're just sending the gold light, and if they want to accept it and feel it, they will. And I used to do this all the time because my kids struggled when they were younger. And I would go and drop them off at school, and I would sit in the car, and I'd do a little meditation, and I would send gold light to my children, to the teachers, and to all the students to help have a smoother day. And my children would do better when I would do that. So that's the one thing, like I said, you have the power over. Send gold light. But learn to pull yourself back, not take it on. I mean, yeah, you're going to get angry for a little bit, but don't sit in the anger. Don't sit in the stress. Don't sit in the anxiety. Just learn to let it go. Learn to know, talk to yourself that they have a soul plan and they probably set it up to experience this. And you probably set it up to experience it too. It's about overcoming things, and that's what we're doing here on earth. And this is just another thing for us to overcome, because when we overcome things, we feel things so much brighter. When we overcome it, we can see things so much bigger and better than if we didn't experience them. Like I've said in my other videos, it's a higher high when you overcome these lows. And that was the point, is to feel it more. If we all were going through the day and everything was perfect, we wouldn't know what's really good unless we had some bad. So these are just a few things that I've done and how I talk to myself to help me with the children when they've been hurt. Because that's one thing that's been very difficult. It's hard to reason through it when it's your child and you're biologically, as a mother, you are tied to when they get hurt because you want to fix it. It's a lot more difficult than when it's you being hurt. Because when it's your child, you're innately made to want to help them and fix it. So it's a lot more difficult task. So these things I discussed today are what I do to help me overcome when my children are hurt. So I hope this has helped you guys. If you have any questions, let me know. All the links to reach me are in the description below. All these videos, I give you ideas to help you overcome things, that help you overcome trauma, to help you heal. And then you get healing in the videos. If it's not enough and you're still struggling, I have a membership group where we meet twice a month, and then we do Zoom. It's a Zoom call, and they ask questions, or we have topics to talk about, so you get your questions answered. Then every Wednesday, you can post what you want healing sent to, and I'll send healing. And then on Mondays, I do messages for the group, a whole message for the group, just for that group. So this group is set up for accountability, because you get a lot of information in these videos, but what happens is you get the information, you go about your day, and then you forget, or you go about your couple of days and you forget. You're all, yeah, this is good, I've got it, and then something happens and it throws you off track, and you go fall back down into the lower energy. So this gives you the accountability and the others to talk to come to, and to remember what it is you need to do to keep yourself in the higher vibrations, to catch yourself, because we're all going to fall off the wagon. But this helps bring you back. So if you want more and you need more, you want some accountability, the link to join is in the description. You can email me if you have any questions. All right, so we're going to do the healing meditation now. So get comfortable. If you're driving or using heavy equipment, you need to stop the video now, because we are going to do the healing meditation. And this healing meditation is a meditation, so it kind of puts you out of it a little bit. So stop the video now if you're driving or using heavy equipment. All right, so get comfortable, get relaxed, either lie down or sit up, close your eyes, and take a deep breath in. Hold it and exhale. I want you to imagine the violet flame below your feet coming up and around and through your whole body. It's cleansing, clearing, and purifying everything. Any negative thoughts, any anger, frustration, stress, anxiety, just put it in the violet flame. Now, anything you feel that's come from others, any arguments, any street driving altercations you've had, people will get angry at you. They'll unconsciously or consciously send you negative energy that'll affect you. Put that in the violet flame. And then finally, anything from the consciousness that you feel you've picked up on. The consciousness can be heavy, and we will tend to feel it and not know it. So if there's any fear, anxiety, anger, stress that you feel you've picked up from the consciousness, just put it in the violet flame. I want you to take another deep breath in now. Hold it, and then release and exhale everything into the violet flame that's no longer serving you. One last deep breath in. Hold it. And this time on the exhale, relax your whole body. Now I want you to imagine this gold light coming down from God's source to the top of your energy. It splits apart there and goes all the way around to below your feet. Connects below your feet. So you're in this bubble of gold light from God's source. You're protected. Now again, I want you to imagine gold light coming down from God's source, this time into the top of your head. It's going all the way down to your heart. I want you to open your heart up. And you're going to send gold light to those that have harmed you. Now remember, you're sending the light to heal the situation. You do not need to hang around them, be around them, talk to them. It's to heal the situation for you because you need to heal it so you can heal. So send gold light to those that have hurt you now. All right. Now I want you to send gold light to those you may have harmed. We can consciously or unconsciously have hurt people. Most of us have. So send gold light now. And if you don't know or can't think of anyone, just send it with the intention that it goes to people you've harmed. And it will. So send the gold light now to those you've harmed. All right. Now I want you to add sending gold light to everyone in your family. Send that now. We're sending gold light to others now just to help the consciousness. Gold light from God's source is a beautiful thing to just send out to people. You can use it for anything. Like I said, that's what we do. When our children have been hurt, you can send gold light to them and then the people that have hurt them. All right, now I want you to add sending gold light to everyone in your city. Now send gold light to everyone in your state. Now send gold light to everyone in your country. Send gold light to everyone around the world. All right, when you feel that's done, bring the gold light back into your heart. Leave your heart open because we tend to close it down. We're going to take that gold light down our spine the rest of the way. It's going to split at our hips and go down both legs, out the bottom of our feet, down into Mother Earth, wraps around the crystals of Mother Earth, comes back up our feet, upper legs, connects back at our spine, all the way up our spine, out the top of our head, back to God's source, and then back down into the top of our head. So we're getting healing energy from God's source, earth, the crystals, and I'll send healing energy that's coming through me from God's source. So sit back and relax, and I'll send it now. Okay. Go ahead and take a deep breath in. Hold it. And then exhale everything that came up into the violet flame that's around you. We're going to take that violet flame, send it back up to source to transmute it. Go ahead and come back into your body. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Open your eyes when you're ready. All right. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you all so much. Now go do something you love, at least one thing every day that you love, whether it's dance, sing, run around the yard, go for a hike, walk, whatever. Just do one thing that you love that brings you joy. Every single day, do one thing. Then do one thing of self-care every single day. Drink tea, Epsom salt down, pray, meditate. Do at least one thing every day. And then look for the good in everything. Everywhere you go, just look for the good. And when you see something in someone that stands out to you, say it to them. Lift you up and lift them up. And then finally write 10 things you're grateful for. Promise you guys, you start doing these things, you're going to see a difference in your life. You're going to feel a difference. You're going to notice that you feel better. So that's what I've got for today, guys. Have a great day. I love you all, and I will see you soon. Bye.